Welcome to a quick overview for the very overwhelming English 3043 Professional Writing for Electronic Media. I make the entire course visible to you on day one, and that's why I say it might be a little bit overwhelming. But don't worry, you have 5 weeks to get through everything, and it is very doable. I've actually scaled the class back a little bit from what I did last summer. The best place to start, of course, is the official course syllabus. And when you click on this, the PDF will load. It gives you all of my contact information. I do have some office hours through June 20th. I'm probably going to be here, I'll be honest, mainly Mondays, 1 to 3 p.m. Wednesdays are looking a little more difficult. Second page of the syllabus has all of the course components. Yes, our point total is a little bit weird, 840, that's just how it came out. And you need 752 of these points to get an A in the class. You are writing 4 short critique essays of a Twitter feed, a blog, a wiki, and a research article. You have to find the first 3, and I provide articles for you to choose from for the 4th. You are going to set up a professional blog with 10 posts, all related to the professional identity you want to have. If you are a future teacher, your blog posts might be about how you want to set up your classroom, what you're planning for open house, a great science lesson that you found, the person who inspired you to become a teacher. If you're a future politician or lawyer, what do you think of the most recent Supreme Court decisions now that we've got a 4-4 court? What inspired you to go into this field? The next course component is a professional Twitter account. You should use your real name, and you use something called a short or shortened URL. And the course shows you how to do this. Along with those tweets with short URLs, you're also retweeting and following people related to your future career. You will do a Pinterest project. Pinterest is like an online bulletin board. This is one of the easiest and most fun projects, especially for you future elementary school teachers. 30 pins may sound like a lot, but it's going to go quickly. You're probably going to come up with more than 30 in no time. The next set of assignments includes 3 different Google tools. A form, which allows you to create an online survey or quiz. A Google drawing, where you can create your own graphics or annotate a diagram, draw arrows on something, and a Google presentation, which is a free version of PowerPoint. Another alternative to PowerPoint is Prezi, which has zooming animations for a presentation. All of these you have to do. The Web 2.0 tool explorations, however, you get to choose 4 of 6. There are different social media tools. Some are about audio, some are visual, some are geared toward educators. Sorry if you're not an education major, but that is the bulk of enrollment in this course every single time. So you're going to choose 4 of them to explore. You're going to try them out. You're going to make something, and you're going to fill out a short Word document form, sort of reflecting on the process. How did it go? Would you use this tool in the future? Feel perfectly free to say, this was awful, this was terrible, I want those 2 hours of my life back, I will never use this again. And the last course component is a digital humanities wiki poem annotation, which sounds very complicated, but really, all we're doing is, as a class, we are editing a wiki. This is like Wikipedia. It's a website that anyone can edit. I've already loaded the poems. You pick a poem and then you annotate it. Basically, you add links to it. So someone who came and read the poem would get some more valuable information out of it. So that's all of the assignments. And here's the good news. You have until Friday, July 8th at 11 p.m. to do all of this. So if you don't want to do any work this week, that's your choice. You don't have to turn anything in till July 8th. Of course, I never recommend that you leave this course until the last 24 to 48 hours. You're going to be rushed. If you're confused, you might not be able to reach me for clarification. And if you start now, send out a few tweets, I can give you feedback. Looks great. I see your short URLs. Keep on doing what you're doing. Start the blog, write a few posts. I can give you some feedback so you get more points as you proceed. So procrastination is not an excuse. Technology is not an excuse. If you wait till the last minute and then your Wi-Fi doesn't work or Starbucks is closed for some reason, you can't use their free Wi-Fi, you are stuck. So start now. There will be a 20-point extra credit opportunity available during the last week of the Summer 1 term. 20 points out of 840, that's not enough to make up for missing several assignments. What I have done, since this course can be relatively self-paced, is I've divided up all the work into 5 weeks. You do not have to follow this calendar, but it does give you a way to attack the work. So when you get to week 5, you're not overwhelmed. I've tried to sort of space it all out. Another thing to help you keep up with all the assignments is you do have a checklist, and it gives you space to check off every single one of the 30 Pinterest pins. That might be helpful for some of you. As you scroll down, you will see all of the assignments. The more complicated assignments tend to have how-to videos. Here's how to set things up. I might be updating some of them. Sometimes sites tools update with no warning and my videos become obsolete. Where you see recommended reading, of course you don't have to do it, it just might be helpful. This link, for example, talks about how you can shorten your URLs for Twitter, how you can use Twitter for PR. And there's also recommended reading for Pinterest. For the Google tools, if you read one thing, read the rules for professional slide design. Chances are, when you design a PowerPoint, when you design a presentation, you are doing it with very, very bad design. We all do it. We overcrowd our slides. We put on too much. So I want you to follow the rules for professional design for the Prezi project as well. Here's the tool exploration project. You get to choose. You might look at one, decide you don't want to do it. Great. Pick a different one. And the most popular one tends to be Canva. Almost everybody does this one. And at the very end, last course component, the wiki poem annotation. So if you've taken this course before, if you've heard about this course before, you may notice that there are some components that I have dropped. There are no grammar activities or exercises. There is no task stream eFolio. For the purposes of summer, for the purposes of everybody's sanity, I have scaled it back. If you have any questions, please contact me. Go ahead and start doing things. The worst that can happen is I'll contact you and say, here's how you could change this. Here's how you could do this better in the future. The purpose of taking this course is to learn. Yes, I know you also want an A. So if you start sooner, there's an even greater chance you will get that grade that you want.